Hello there and welcome back, everyone. We are here doing 30 days of radical acceptance, and today is day 27. And the idea that floated today into my mind was, I will keep digging into myself. And the reason this is coming to me is because I'm doing a lot of excavation work right now into places for me that are buried and sort of like cordoned off from me and from other people, my brothers and sisters. No one gets access to these particular places. Anger and sadness are the areas that are more or less covered up and denied access to in my life, either from myself or from another. So what I'm realizing through experiencing breath work and reading more and more about forgiveness and atonement, I'm realizing that the more that I dig, the closer that I'm getting to source energy, the closer I'm getting to love. And what I used to believe was the more that I dig, the more I'm going to discover I was right about this person. Oh, I'm going to find something that's going to scare me about another person or a situation or an event or something. And this could apply not just to interpersonal relationships, but to how we feel about politics, the government, some conspiracy things that are rolling around out there. Like the more you dig, you're going to find bad stuff. And I think, well, for me, I was feeling like that about myself. The more that I dig, I'm going to discover more separation, or I'm going to implement in my life more separation and more barriers. But what's actually happening, the more that I'm digging into myself, is I'm discovering the more love that there is. And for me, in my particular situation, this is a lot to do with my boyfriend. And a lot of the discussions we've had, a lot of the conflict we've had, as we go back into it and revisit it, what I'm finding is there's like a million times more love there and a million times less of what I thought I would find, which is, well, I'm going to have to end this relationship and this isn't going to work for me because our frequency and vibration doesn't match on every single element and we don't believe all the same things. And, you know, whatever were my evidence and justification for just, you know, cutting this off at the knees and moving on with my life, I'm discovering that the more that I dig into myself and you know, using breath work, but really you could even just go into a state of quiet and notice when any of those emotions come up, that it's just okay to be with those feelings. And it's just okay. Basically, it's okay. I can choose once again to turn to any aspect of myself and say, I love you, say, I forgive you, say, I'm curious. What else is in there? Is there more that I could discover? What is this about? And it feels like this kind of message has been disseminated before in this series, but for whatever reason, the image of like excavation, like big heavy dozers, like moving dirt out of the way. What are we gonna find? There's like an excitement about digging because you don't know what's there. You really don't. But what I'm certain of is that no matter how deep I dig, how many times I push the dirt back over and dig again in these same places, what I'm moving toward is love, eternal love, heaven, God. This intention that I will keep digging into myself is helping me to reinforce what it is that I think the Course is teaching us, is that we can choose to be in these higher states now because that's the truth. That is the truth. And all of the turmoil that we experience in our lives, be it very little, that is something that was placed there by us for a reason, a bookmark in our energy field to be revisited at some point. I say, go for it. Go revisit that place. And remember that all the digging that you're doing is 100%, absolutely, without a doubt, digging you more towards unconditional love, atonement, God, forgiveness, a consciousness that is expanded beyond the limits of the multiverse. That is what we're digging for. That is what's coming to us, so long as we continue to choose to lean into love, to not just, chop people and places and things and situations out of our lives because we're challenged by it. Keep digging into self. And know that the destination is ecstatic. Believe that. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow.